Ladies and gentlemen, we have been working all day, and now it's after work. I'm Joe. We're back. The After Work Show. I know it's been a little bit. There's a lot of stuff that's been going on, so I'm going to try to break these down in little videos here. And shout out to Alec, that one M Crafter. He's the one that suggested this topic over on Discord. And remember, I'll leave that link to my Discord down below if you guys also want to join in on conversations and also want to suggest a topic for the show. The Legend of Zelda expansion pass got announced. AJ Aonuma had like a 1.5-minute video where he talked about what's in the expansion pass, how he's excited for Breath of the Wild to come out. Team's been working really hard on that, and they decided, hey, let's work on more. Let's make it more than just this huge map that we have created and this huge world that's vast with everything. Let's do more and make it worthwhile for people down the road. What people were already excited for has now been split 50-50 with this announcement of the expansion pass because of what's included. So let's run down what's in there. Give you my thoughts. I want to know what you guys think as well. Let's do this. Alright, so here we go. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild expansion pass is $19.99. Comes with 2 packs and 1 bonus. The bonus comes out release day. So if you buy it when the game comes out, you get 3 new treasure chests. They're found in the Great Plateau and contains useful items, is what it says. DLC Pack 1, Summer of 2007 is when it's going to be released. Adds a new Cave of Trials challenge similar to Twilight Princess, new hard mode, additional map features. DLC Pack 2 comes out this holiday, 2017, and that's going to contain new original story, new dungeon, and additional challenges. Okay, let's break this down here. Bonus pack release day. Usually with games that come out on like PlayStation or Xbox One, they usually have like a season pass of sorts where you get like, you know, cool little in-game items or whatever, or something that'll help you have a little bit of an advantage. Perfect example is Resident Evil with the season pass, or not just the season pass, but if you pre-ordered it early, you were able to get like some in-game items that would help you out in the game early on and make things a little bit easier to start off with. So that's more or less what this bonus pack on release day comes with if you purchase the expansion pass. 3 new treasure chests, so it could probably be like weapons or healing items of sorts that might help you out right early on in the beginning to kind of just get you through a little bit easier. Probably, that's my guess, it's my assumption. The DLC Pack 1 is probably where a lot of people, and I can understand why some people would be upset about this in particular, not so much the second pack. Here's where I think the internet is kind of split 50-50 right now, and I've kind of stayed away, just kind of watching the world slowly burning here until I decided to make a video. Here's my thoughts on this. So DLC pack, summer 2017. I'm okay with, you know, and again, Nintendo's allowed to do whatever they want with their games. I'm not telling them how they should make their games or market their DLC packs. But Cave of Trials, yeah, okay, that's a cool little neat thing that you can add after the fact. It's coming out in the summer, like I said before, and this one, I'm on the fence on, is the new hard mode. You've gotten hero modes in the past with the remastered editions of Wind Waker HD. What else? Twilight Princess. I even believe we got it in A Link Between Worlds as well. I'll double check that, but you guys might want to fact check that as well and leave it in the comments down below. But I'm almost positive that hero mode was in A Link Between Worlds. So I don't understand why they would hide a difficulty behind a paywall of sorts, you know, with this expansion pass, unless there's some tweaking and some bugs, or maybe there's something that they haven't explained that's going to be in this game that they're going to keep hidden, which I highly doubt. It's really weird that they would hide a difficulty behind that expansion pass. And then the additional map features, again, that's so vague, I don't even know where to begin with that. So this whole, the only real thing that I think you'd get value out of that DLC Pack 1 is the Cave of Trial challenge. Now, I know people are going to go crazy doing the hero mode, hard mode. They're calling it a hard mode, so we'll just stick with hard mode if they choose to get this. I just don't think a difficulty should be hidden behind a paywall. That's my only thing. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The perfect example was Mario Kart 8, where the DLC for the 200cc, that was a free thing, and that was a new difficulty. Why wouldn't they just, if they were working on hard mode, making whatever tweaks that they need to do, why won't they just patch that in as a new update or something? Say, hey, here's the main game, here it is on normal, and now, a couple months out later, hey, we've got hard mode ready to go, here you guys go, free, boom. And then you have your DLC pack 1 and pack 2 the same way as it is right now. I don't see why, Cave of Trials challenge, I'm assuming, is going to be similar to Twilight Princess. That's what a lot of people have been saying. I think that's probably a good note to go on for that. It's okay. It's a challenge thing, It's something that you're going to spend hours on, I'd imagine. If it's anything like Twilight Princess's challenge trial thing, I can't remember the name of it, but you keep going down floor after floor after floor after floor and just keep battling harder and harder enemies, similar to Wind Waker, where you have to go through like 50 plus levels just to get a Triforce shard, and then another set of like ridiculous amount of stages to get a container of heart or something like that. It is ridiculous. Let me know what you guys think about that. We're gonna move on to DLC pack 2, which this is where the meat and the potatoes are. All right, your new original story, new dungeon, and additional challenges. I think all that focus going into, I'm assuming that the additional challenges are going to be in relation to whatever the new original story is going to be involved within the world that's already built. So new dungeon will probably be added to the map at some point, and I don't think it'll be like an expansion of the world where you're going into a new area. They'll probably keep it within the world that they've already built. They seem very adamant. Whenever you see a video of Eiji Aonuma talking about Legend of Zelda, or anybody mentioning the game, they're talking about how big this world is and how much time they've spent. I mean, the game got delayed how many times before it's finally released, and the world is big. I've told you guys before that when I zoomed out of that map and when I was playing it at the NYC event, I was like, whoa, my mind is blown. What the hell? So I think they'll still keep it within there. And they even mentioned, talking about like in past interviews, I can't remember if it was Kimishima, if it was Aonuma, Miyamoto, how they took influences from Skyrim. It was like, how can we make Zelda more open world, and how does Skyrim and Bethesda work on expansions? Now, I'm paraphrasing here, and I know that they didn't say it exactly in that way, and I'm moving my hands a lot, sorry. But more or less, they're taking a lot of notes from some other developers, which is actually something new for Nintendo. This is a learning curve for them too, as well, which we've seen a little bit of this with Mario Kart 8. I felt like that was done very, very well. We saw this with even Animal Crossing. There was that free update as well, which was a huge free update. This is more or less a new Nintendo that we're going to see. And I'm excited, but I think it's important that they do take the feedback of the fans and everyone that's buying Switch day one for Legend of Zelda. Pretty much, let's be honest, that's the headliner right there. That's the main event right there. That's going to be their big seller. I think they'll know how to cater this in the future if, they pay attention to what we think as fans. Maybe things will change. Maybe they'll, I'm sure whatever this is set in place, but going forward, who knows? We might get another set of expansions next year for the same game. And for those of you who are thinking that they're going to wait for the definitive edition, I wouldn't hold out, for the sole fact that Nintendo is notoriously known for not dropping their prices for the games. I've said it in past episodes, I'll say it again. I highly doubt we will see a definitive edition a year out from now. You're probably going to be waiting closer to maybe the last couple of years before we see a Nintendo Classics edition of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild definitive edition, where all the Season Pass DLC is going to be put into one entire game. I just don't see it happening. Normally with other games you see it like a year out. I don't see this happening with this one. So if you want to pick it up and you want the expansion pass right away with all those features, I would say do it when you get the game, or wait until the holidays so both packs are out and you get everything. You'll have everything ready to go. My guess is the holiday one will probably be somewhere between October, November. They like to do like their big games closer to Black Friday, where you won't really get a deal with it, but I would say around more towards there, closer to Black Friday is probably when we'll see that second pack. Going back real quick to the DLC pack for 1, I'm gonna guess probably around E3 is when we'll see it, maybe sometime mid-June, because Splatoon comes out in the summer as well, so I would imagine they wouldn't want those to collide. Overall, I don't see an issue with the price or, what's included in there. It's just the hard mode thing that they added in there is the only thing that really weirds me out. I think at the end of the day, we're going to get quality content. Nintendo, for all intents and purposes, for anyone who's owned a Wii U, knows that they had done DLC right with some of their big titles. I mean, they basically did a huge update for Pikmin 3 that changed the game completely. Smash Brothers, what else? Mario Kart, Animal Crossing. I mean, on the 3DS at least, they've been doing DLC right, and I don't think they would let us down in terms of the content that's going to be included in these. But that hard mode's got to go. I'm sorry, guys. Let me know what you thought of this whole Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild expansion pass in the comments down below. If you enjoy what I do here, I play video games after work normally. I do live streams Friday and Saturday over on Twitch, and then they get uploaded in parts over here. And remember, guys, if you're enjoying everything that I do here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Share it with your friends and let them know I do here. I play video games after work also as well. So here is my Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD playthrough that I've been doing. We're going to finish the game before Breath of the Wild comes out. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Love y'all.